Hello, my name is Sue Lewis and I'm going to run you through this presentation. So this is aimed at Key Stage 4 students and I'm going to show you how you can get ready for your post-16 options. So we're going to be using a website called Career Palate and the web address is careerpalate.org.uk. So don't sign on yet, but you will sign on a bit later. So the great news is you have won the lottery. The prize that you've won is a visit to one of these places. Imagine there's no COVID, we can go anywhere we want. So you could choose Barbados, Australia, South Africa, Belgium or England. Which one are you thinking of choosing? Hold on, I've just found a bit more information out. Barbados, you're going to be packing bananas. In Australia, you're going to be shearing sheep. In South Africa, you're picking grapes. In Belgium, you're testing chocolate. And in England, there's no COVID, Glastonbury's back on, you have Glastonbury tickets. Which place do you want to go to now that you know a bit more about it? So what this does is just make the point that the more you know, the better your decision you can make. And it's exactly the same when you choose the post-16 options. Try and find out as much as you can so you can make a good quality decision. So in terms of your future careers, you are in charge of your careers and we're here to help. You might have a job until you're 70, so it's really important you know how to manage your career. What I'm going to do is show you this short video and that can explain why it's important and what you can do.
Imagine your life in 10 years' time. Are you being driven to work in your electric car? Eating meatless burgers for lunch with robots cleaning your home? Technology is changing jobs. In 10 years, there'll be lots of new jobs, while others will change or simply disappear. You're likely to be in work for 50 years and have at least 10 different jobs by the time you're 42. Seem like a long way off? A happy future starts with some of the decisions you take in the next few years. So to get ready for careers, what should you be doing now? Firstly, know yourself. You are unique. You have likes, dislikes, strengths, qualities, and things you value that are important to you. These things can help you identify a future career. You have skills too, from school, hobbies, work, or volunteering. Imagine you are learning something new, like photography or rock climbing. You will use a range of different skills. Many of these are transferable, skills that you can take from one job to another. Employers love these. The second thing you can do is do stuff. Trying out new stuff makes you feel good about yourself and builds transferable skills. For example, you may or may not pass your driving test first time. It doesn't matter. Learning new things develops transferable skills and increases your ability to bounce back and keep trying. That's called resilience. Skills can lead to part-time jobs, useful cash, and jobs in the future. You can also talk about these skills on job applications and in interviews. So you know what you like and you're good at. You're trying new things and building skills and experiences. What else can you do? The third thing you can do is to make sure you know all your options. Do you know what qualification and grades you need? Will the course or training help you on your journey? Which option would be best for you? And if your plan A looks watertight, always have a plan B and even a plan C just in case. The fourth thing is to make sure you use your supporters. Teachers, family, friends and coaches know you well. They'll help you identify your strengths, skills and interests and help you on your way. If you can, grab a chance to talk to a careers advisor. You'll get individual help with your plan. They're professionally trained and have loads of up-to-date information. They'll listen to you, inspire you and help you create a plan for the future. And there's Career Pilot too. A free website with all the careers information in one place, showing you all your options, including information on jobs, courses and lots more. Use the career tools to find out more about you and save all of this in one place to share with your supporters. So to get ready for careers, what should you be doing now? Know yourself. Do stuff and develop your skills. Make sure you know all your options. Use your supporters. Your future starts now. Get ready.
So hopefully you can see from that video what you need to do to actually move your careers forward. And I'm just going to show you how you can actually access some of those things on Career Palette. So in terms of knowing yourself, we've got particular activities you can do in our Start With You section. And this is where there's some quizzes to get you started. You could start with a subject, see where it might lead, do our skills map to see what skills you've got, or plot your qualifications on a ladder. Some of those things I'm just going to show you quickly here. We've got a quiz that asks what things you would think are important for you to do in a job. So you can, there's 50 pictures of things you might like to do, like work indoors, work outdoors, work in an office. You can click on as many pictures as you like, and then we will tell you what job sectors, that's the big thing, like health and social care, with lots of jobs inside it, are worth you exploring because they kind of fit with the things you've said are important to you. The skills map is a great way to find out what skills you've got. So we ask you questions about what you've done in your life, your learning. This one's about hobbies. And for everything you tick, we tell you what skills you've probably developed through that activity. All those skills are put into your skills profile. So you can see this student has got 4 examples from the quiz about their speaking skills. And the idea is you keep adding your own ideas. So if you've done babysitting or in a team, you can add that in and it'll say what skills did it give you, and they'll be added into the profile as well. So these are really, really useful because you can use them when you're applying for work experience or jobs or courses in the future. You can also compare them with an actual job. So you can put in the name of a job, nurse, doctor, plumber, whatever it might be, and see what skills you need for the job and look at your own skills alongside that. You could start with a subject. If you've got a subject you particularly like, you can find it here and get ideas of jobs, courses, apprenticeships that subject could lead on to. In terms of doing stuff, then obviously number 1 is making sure you do well with your GCSEs in year 10 and 11. But don't forget all the other things you might be doing. Some of these might just be online at the moment, but keep going with them because they look good on your CV. The knowing all your options is really what we're going to focus on today. So in terms of choosing options, some of the key things to think about are what grades you're going to get, particularly for English and maths. How do you like to learn? Is it by doing or by studying? When you're thinking about a future plan, some people already have a course or a job in mind. So it's just about thinking how you're going to get to the thing you want to do. Some people do it the other way around, where they love a subject, they keep going with the subject, even up to degree level, and then they think about a job later. Just bear in mind there's lots of different ways to get to the same future job. So for you, there are different pathways you could choose. Academic, which is where you're going to be studying things like A-levels. Vocational, which is a combination of learning in the classroom, but it'd be related to a job area like health and social care or business, for example. Work-based is where you're going to be taught how to do a job in the workplace. You'll be employed, and apprenticeship comes into that. So we're in this country, we have different levels of qualifications from level 1 up to level 8. So this is kind of where you are now. If you get 5 GCSEs, a grade 4 to 9, level 2. If you're below that, you'll have a level 1. So it's about thinking what's next. If you've got a level 1, you could choose a vocational qualification level 2 or an intermediate apprenticeship. If you've got level 2, you could be thinking about A-levels or a vocational qualification level 3 and a new qualification called T-levels. I'll explain in a minute. You can also do an advanced apprenticeship. Level 4 is where you could choose to do a degree, but there are these other qualifications that are equivalent to that first year of your degree course. A higher national certificate, foundation degree, these are usually in a college, or a higher apprenticeship. Equivalent to the second year degree is a higher national diploma, or the second year of the foundation degree, or the second year of a higher apprenticeship. And then when you get to level 6, you get a degree. So all these pathways lead towards a degree should you choose to go that far. But what you're choosing right now is whether you're moving from level 1 to 2 or 2 to 3. I'm just going to run you through those options in a little bit more detail. Before I do that, I just want to show you how you can end up in the same job from different pathways. So both Lucy and Leon trained to be nurses, but they did it in different ways. So Lucy got 5 GCSEs, grade 4 to 9, and then she did a level 3 BTEC in health and social care at a local college. Then she went to university and did a nursing degree, and now she's got her degree. Leon did it slightly differently. He stayed on school and did A levels, and then he went sideways and did an advanced apprenticeship in care in a hospital environment, and then he got on onto a nursing apprenticeship, and now he's got his degree. So you can see there's lots of different ways sometimes to get to the same job. So just find the one that suits you best. So in terms of your pathways, just to explain, vocational qualifications are related to a job, like health and social care, business, and sometimes they're called things like BTECs, NVQs, and there's a new one called T levels, which I'll just mention quickly. Colleges offer lots of different vocational courses, but also schools offer some too. You get a broader choice at college. Just bear in mind that if you want to do A levels, some colleges don't offer A levels. A levels are usually do in a sixth form or a school. Colleges all offer the opportunity for you to resit maths and English. If you do a level 3 vocational course, then often you'll be required to have 4 GCSEs at grade 4 and above. So the T level is a new qualification that came in 2020, and this is going to train you to do a particular job, but you'll mostly do it in a college, but 20% of your time will be actually when you're in the workplace, so you will get quite a lot of work experience. Now the T level is equivalent to 3 A levels, so you can move on to university from this as you can from any BTEC as well. It gives you points that you can use when you're applying to university if you choose to go down that pathway. A levels you probably know most about. They're delivered in schools, but also some colleges deliver them. Often you need a grade 6 if you want to study a particular subject. Some people do 4, some people do 3. After A levels, you could go to higher education. You could do that in a college or university, or you could go and do an apprenticeship. Sometimes you have to go kind of sideways on an apprenticeship because you have to learn all about that job area, but that is a pathway you can choose. You can take a vocational qualification like a BTEC alongside 1 or 2 A levels, so chat to your school about that if that's of interest. Apprenticeships, now these are like jobs, so you're going to be paid. You get a job in a company, they're going to train you to do this job, and they're going to pay you a minimum of this much. You might get more than that, some employers top up. You're going to learn by doing that specific job. Because it's a job, you have to find one, like finding a vacancy for a job. And on Career Palate, we've got an apprenticeship vacancy search, so you can see what's around. So Career Palate has all the information in one place, and that's what you're going to be doing in a minute. Is getting onto Career Palate and looking at the things you're particularly interested in. That'll help you build your report. There's something called the career tools, so you can tag what you're interested in. That creates your career report. You can share with your parents, you can share with your teachers. Number 1 is you have to register. So you do that right here, I'm showing you on the screen. If you've already registered, which some of you might have done before, just sign in. If you can't remember your password, do forgotten password. Okay, so get registered first of all, because that gives you access to the career tools and enables you to build your report. When you're in Career Palate, click on the things you like. So there's always an option to add. So in the top right, most pages, you can add. So if you like this job, add it, and then that'll go into your job sectors. And everything can be added in, and that will build your report. You can also add the qualifications you think you're going to get and what you might be interested in doing later, and that'll be popped into My Qualifications. Once you've done that, you can also add subjects and grades. So now you can put predicted, and when you get your results later, you could change that to actual. So it's a really good place to keep everything together. Okay, so now it's about you, and you're going to explore your options. So let me just explain what you're going to do. Number 1, as I said, you're going to register or sign in, which is just here. Then you're going to go to Start With You, and you could do some of these activities. There's some quizzes. You can start with a subject, do our skills map, plot your qualifications. Then you can go into explore your options and look at the choices of 16, tag the ones you're interested in, and look at our jobs sections. That's got lots of information about loads of jobs. You can find out exactly what routes you would take into them. Don't forget to tag the ones you like. So you're going to go in a minute to careerpalate.org.uk, and you've got about 30 minutes. So if you're a teacher, then you can actually get your students started and then just come back and start the video again after about 30 minutes. Great, so hopefully you had a chance to explore Career Palette and you had a look at the things that you were particularly interested in. So I'm just going to go back to the video, because number 4 in the video is use your supporters. And this is really important. Don't feel you're on your own. Use all the available support. So the kind of people we're talking about is obviously your family, teachers, careers advisors. And don't forget, you can go back to Career Palette at any time and get all this information and change your choices. If you've made you decided you want to do something different, that's fine as well. So in terms of Career Palette, we have a third stage on the site, which is just where you can kind of think, now I've got all this information, how am I going to move forward? So you can see your report, look at your skills map, there's a little action planner. And I would always say at the end of every time you use Career Palette, put a little action point in about something you're going to do, because it's a good reminder of the things that you think are important to do and find out more about. So your full report, you've been added to the Career Tools. Hopefully you had a little look at your full report. It can be quite detailed. So there's lots of really good information there. And I'm sure your teachers and your parents would like to see that too. That moves up with you every year. You can keep changing it, changing your mind as you move forward. So thank you so much for listening today. Hopefully you've got the information you need to make a good choice about your post-16 options. Don't forget what we said in the video, know yourself, do stuff, know all your options, use your supporters. And don't forget Career Palette is there as well. So careerpalette.org.uk if you want to get back to any of this information. So good luck with all your future plans.